Okay, well, we've got our dough stretched about as far as we want it. As a matter of fact, I stretched it so good, I stretched it so far I actually tore it. And I tore it right here, if you can see that. I made the repair as best I can. It's still very, very thin there, but that's okay. We'll survive that. What we won't survive is this sticking to whatever we have it on. So we're going to bring out the paddle at this time. Something I oftentimes forget to do. And we're going to really load it up with semolina flour. And then quickly find out that it ain't long enough. I need to get that longer paddle. I know I do. But we'll manage. We're not going to use sauce today. I don't know why I brought it out. We will use some of these little, we call them cherubs, but they look more like a large grape tomato. Like that. We'll use a few of those. We'll use some mozzarella. And we'll use some mushroom. And we'll just go to loading it up something like this. Rule number one in making this is don't make these pieces, whatever they are, too big. If you do, it'll be just too much. It doesn't matter what you put in here. It doesn't matter how many you put in. What does matter is you don't put too large of pieces in here, because then it makes it very, very difficult to close it up and to cook. It's been my experience that when making a ciambella, less is absolutely better. We're going to stuff the tomatoes inside after everything is formed up and shorn. Then we'll try to put the finishing touches on. So, well, I only have a couple of, well, I got enough, just barely, mushroom pieces left. But going with what I just said, less is better. My temptation is always to load that thing up with ingredients, you know. I'm not stingy with my ingredients. But then when you go to put the thing together, you might get it together, but it's going to come apart in the baking. And that's strictly no fun. Okay, so much for the mushrooms. We'll always start on the closest side. And pinch it together there. Then we'll pinch it together over here. And then, as I said, we'll stuff a tomato in there. Like that. There's no road map, there's no set exact positioning. You just stuff it as you please. And you fill it as you please. If you don't like tomato, no despair, don't use tomato. Put something else in there instead. The ciambella is really a very, very easy thing to make. You just have to know about it, that's all. And thanks to the great Italian chef Antonino Esposito, I finally, at this late stage of my life, learned about it. Yeah, we can put one more piece of tomato in there. I was looking for an excuse. And there it goes. And now we can make this whole affair fit on the paddle. You see? Oops. These things will catch on the edges. So you have to be very careful when you do what I just did. And there's your basic ciambella. One more segment.